Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today at One Buccaneers Place, the headquarters of the two-time Super Bowl champs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFL football team. Thanks for having us. Hello, my name is Dan Stevens, and again, thank you for this opportunity. It's very clear that your media team has done an excellent job in planning the media, and I want to take an opportunity today to cover on many of those successes I've discovered through my assessment of your media plan, as well as offer some ways that you could even make it more effective and make some improvements and seize some opportunities. One of your greatest assets is simply being part of the NFL. The most powerful entertainment property in the U.S. with 77 of the top 100 most watched TV programs are NFL games. The Buccaneers, as you know, benefit directly from long-term media rights with Amazon, CBS, Fox, NBC, and ABC. And you combine that with lasting visibility from Tom Brady era and your Super Bowl 50 win, your media profile remains incredibly strong. Beyond national coverage, you've built a strong owned media portfolio. The Buccaneers website and the app act as a fan hub with contests, interviews, and exclusive content. Your social platforms from Instagram to TikTok reach millions, and the Salty Dogs podcast deepens connections. And your new partnership with Rumble positions you as an innovative force in the streaming space. All of these channels give you direct control of the brand narrative and are a huge success for the franchise. What really sets the Buccaneers apart is your commitment to the community. Programs like Cut and Color funds the cure, and food pantries for schools generate enormous goodwill. Fans themselves amplify your message, whether it's game day costumes, swashbuckling pirates, or Bucs-themed vehicles, or even the specialty license plates with Florida. These examples of earned media are powerful because they show how deeply integrated the Buccaneers are into the Tampa Bay lifestyle. On the paid side, you've taken a balanced approach from traditional TV, radio, and print to billboards across the I-4 corridor, as we know, running from Daytona Beach on down to Tampa, as well as the dynamic stadium displays. The Buccaneers truly dominate the local market. And of course, Raymond James Stadium's pirate ship is one of the most iconic brand statements in sports. Paid media ensures that your presence stays consistent and visible throughout the region. And this is backed by a collection of billboards that speak to the fan base and meet them in their daily commutes and on their way to school and daily activities. So just a well-covered, very deep local penetration with paid media. Quoting your general manager, Jason Licht, probably one of the most insightful statements and quotes in sport history. And it goes as follows: "Today, we begin a new era for the Buccaneers that will define our franchise for many years to come." And this new era was the signing and launching of Tom Brady, the most winning quarterback in NFL history, joining the Buccaneers team. When we step back for a SWOT analysis, the strengths are clear. Loyal fan base, 2 Super Bowl championships, national media coverage, and strong community ties. But there are challenges too. Post-Brady engagement isn't quite as high when you compare it to dynasties like the Cowboys or Packers, and the fan base is mid-size. And because NFL media rights are shared, there's less control over your distribution. However, on the brighter side of things, the opportunities ahead are exciting. The 50th anniversary campaign and your Raise Your Flags docuseries are perfect tools for telling the story. Female fan engagement is growing, as seen with your She Is Football Summit. And Tampa Bay's population is booming, especially in the I-4 corridor. giving, a larger fan base reach when looked at a local regional basis. Youth initiatives like the Madden NFL Youth Championship open the door to the next generation of fans. And on the flip side, we've all seen those hurricane reports on the news. Climate risk is something to be on the radar. And, we've got two other NFL franchises within a few hours of the Tampa Bay market. Next, I'd like to discuss some proposed improvements. So where do we go from here? My recommendation is first we build on the momentum of the female engagement, expand events like She Is Football Weekend, and the exciting partnerships with brands like Kendra Scott just enhance that female fan base and invigorate even more. So I would definitely focus in that area. Secondly, deepened youth connections, esports, augmented reality experiences, Snapchat, TikTok filters, and fan-led activations with all help to capture the next generation. And finally, leverage the 50th anniversary. Tell the story that isn't just about the past, but about the next 50 years of Bucs football. In closing, the Buccaneers story is one of resilience. From the 1976 0-14 winless start to Super Bowl championships, this franchise has built endurance, character, and hope. And as Romans 5:3-5 reminds us, suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. That's the Buccaneers story in a nutshell. With your media plan, community presence, and brand legacy, you're positioned not just to celebrate 50 years of success, but to create 50 more. And we'd certainly love to be a part of that. Thank you for considering our plan. In closing, the Buccaneers story is one of resilience. From the 0-14 start back in 1976 to multiple Super Bowl championships, the franchise has built endurance, character, and hope. As Romans 5:3-5 reminds us, suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. That's the Buccaneers story in a nutshell. With your media plan, community presence, and brand legacy, you're positioned not just to celebrate 50 years of success, but to create 50 more. And we'd love to be a part of that, and thank you kindly for the opportunity to present our assessment. Thank you. Again, thanks for the opportunity to present to you all and your team today. At this time, we'll conclude. I'd like to open up the floor to any questions, and we can proceed with how we can onboard our media plan for the future with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks.